Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Hello, happy Christmas Eve, everybody. Welcome to the Daily Political Tarot and Astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you so much for being here. I am here literally every single day of the year to take your political questions out of the chat. Just leave your questions in the chat before I come on. We have excellent troll slayers. You have kept us safe for years. Thank you. And we have got a fantastic community because you have been so kind to each other and so kind to me. Thank you. And if you're watching on replay, hello. You can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed there. I timestamp them as I go, so you can pick and choose what you're interested in, or you can jump ahead or go back or whatever you need to do. Burns asking about Sarah. Sarah, it is Sarah's day off. Her family, they really celebrate Christmas and Christmas Eve. So it's just us today and this afternoon on Creative Sprints as well. But she'll be on Creative Sprints tomorrow. No, we don't have Creative Sprints tomorrow. I am going to have my live stream here. But she said she will be here Sarah will be here on Friday, on my 6th anniversary. So I hope you can be there too. Merry Christmas. Red's Nest says it's Christmas Eve. I'm not surprised Sarah took the day off. Oh no, and it's great. Like I said, her family, they're big Christmas Eve people. So they have their big meal on Christmas Eve, I think. And they only open presents like early in the morning on Christmas Day. So anyway. All right, I have got plenty of your questions. I just have to copy them over. Just click on this and then just click on that. And copy and paste. Ta-da! All right, let's do this. I did want to remind everybody that one of my favorite things to do is to meditate on Christmas morning for a little while, because all of the people putting in that little bit of everybody putting that little extra effort to be kind, to not be as angry, to try to get along, it all adds up. It really does. And it adds up in the world. So it just feels nice. So anyway, Lynotte's here. Hello, Lynotte. All right. Oh no, Lewis, asking for tots and pears. My grandma got run over by a reindeer. My grandmother really disliked that song. My wonderful grandmother, who was born on the 4th of July. Okay, 1 second, and there's some quick context. Oh, this is crazy. All right, let's just jump in then. At 3 minutes 50 seconds in. I hope you have the most wonderful, wonderful Christmas. I hope you have the most wonderful year ahead of you. All right, let's do this. So Nettie was saying that Ben from MeidasTouch is reporting that 1.5 million more records have been found on Jeffrey Epstein. But Jeffrey Epstein's what? I did ask earlier. Oh, thank you. I did ask earlier, Jeffrey Epstein computer, or I don't know exactly what. Thank you, Bird. I wonder how many of those have Dumpy's name connected to them. All right. There is something I wanted to tell you about. You know how I was complaining that there wasn't somewhere you could go where to get the best information, the latest information? Well, there are, is it a couple? I'm trying to remember. there was, but anyway, there is something somebody created called Jmail, not Gmail, Jmail. And basically what they're doing is they are, hang on one second, I'm just having a quick look to see if I put it on my black and orange. They have created a way you can, they've been putting in all of the emails, all of the Jeffrey Epstein emails. Okay, just ignore me completely. I'm in motion, I'm touching the folder and it's just ignoring me. Oh, open, oh, okay, it doesn't want to open. We'll just pretend that never happened. But they created Gmail and they've been putting all the Epstein emails in there. So you can actually go and you can just search for different topics. And so now they have started, oh, for heaven's sakes, I say don't show again and it shows it again. It's just one of those days. We'll get there. Because I was trying to figure out what was the other, because they've just come out with a couple of other things too. One is a database of the all the images, and that is set up like it's all set up like different Google products, Gmail, Google Drive, Google Docs, maybe, I'm not sure. But anyway, so they're putting it all in there. And so it is searchable, and so people are able to go through and they're finding all kinds of stuff that otherwise was falling through the cracks. So I tip my Santa hat to you. I'm afraid I don't have the information on who it is, but if you look up Gmail, you might be able to go to the site itself. Maybe they have links there, or you can always just do a Google search for Gmail, and the other things might come up in this search. So I just wanted to let you all know. Oh yeah, we're gonna get to that. So, all right. So 105 million more little bits of grossness. Little bits of grossness. I'm not getting much. I'm getting this information getting out, and it leading to judgment about the fool with using the truth. But we're going to have to wait before this really has more impact, because I have a lot of the victims here. We know they're trying to stir things up, but this is just pain for the victims is which makes me wonder if that's what more and more of what we're going to find out is going to be related to. So it's just brutal. It's just brutal. Okay. Let me see if I can get any more information about the Epstein stuff. I won't focus directly on this new stuff. Oh my gosh, it's got this pain down side. Oh, these poor people, these poor victims. Man. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Legislators, legal people, Tower, lies, illusion, delusion, what had happened becoming clearer, Queen of Pentacles. And then you have Bondi and you have the others who are trying to hide it, and it feels like they themselves will be held accountable. So all right, there is some good energy here. So Princess Autumn is a good team leader. Oh, wait, thank you. I don't know why you said that, but thank you. Thank you. Man. Aurora would like, oh, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Aurora. Happy birthday to you and many more. Happy birthday, Aurora. Happy birthday. I hope it is wonderful. I hope it was wonderful. I hope you've got a great year ahead of you. All right. Oh, Nathaniel says, yo, y'all made my day better by being here. I'm bosom hugging you all over here. Happy holidays. Oh, that's hysterical. Oh, but lucky girls here, you international treasure. How are you, dear? And could you please do a happy birthday shout out to Charlene Hale's mom, who turns 103. Happy birthday to Charlene's mom. That is wonderful. The happiest of birthdays. Oh, bless you. Bless you. Happy birthday. Okay. Oh. All right. Yeah. Okay. Oh, what to do at 12 minutes in. Okay. 12 minutes in. Visualize 70 was saying it seems possible that President Blunderdum, the king of the bog of eternal stench, is up against something called malicious compliance as regards to people working at the DOJ on the redactions of the Epstein documents. Use Photoshop and bingo. Are you talking about the whoopsies redactions that didn't quite take as well as oops? Is that what you mean? Because oh, Lucky Girl says, and birthday cake for all. Cake emojis, cake emojis, cake emojis. Oh, thank you. So is this related to, because I want to say, here we go. There it is. Okay, it got kind of pushed to the end. So let me pull this because I think this is what we're talking about. We're talking about part of this is the White House is now directly managing the DOJ's X account to respond to posts about Trump in the Epstein files, which breaks the traditional wall between the White House and the DOJ independence. Yeah. That's a. Do you remember how they lost their minds when Clinton stepped onto a plane that his AG was on, and he was there for literally 3 or 4 minutes, and then came back out, and they were just on the right. They were just losing their minds. The White House just took over the DOJ's account, Twitter account. Yeah. Not even subtle. We need laws against this stuff. We really do. I understand the president is the head of the administrative branch, but we need laws. Sitting presidents cannot be on our currency of any sort, coins or currency. Sitting presidents cannot have monuments made to themselves. No one can knock down parts of the White House without judicial and congressional review. the independence of the DOJ will be held up legally in some way. I don't know exactly how to phrase that. The emoluments clause matters and will have teeth. It's in the Constitution. So the Supreme Court's trying to I don't know what, say, oh, it's not constitutional. Constitution right there, right there, early. It's early in the there, right there. Anyway, Raymond, sitting president shouldn't be convicted felons. That would help. Bear or put their name above the JFK Center. Exactly. Yeah. Anyway, Trump doesn't think the DOJ is handling this well enough. They're supposed to be keeping his secrets. He's the star, and they're not being his PR department, legal PR departments. Page 1, yes, they're not up to the task. Also, Dumpster Fire is having meltdowns. I didn't have time to read the whole article, but I did see in all of the political reporting, there was one article that was saying, my doctor gave me 2 strategies to use with toddlers. And I've now found they're really useful for dealing with difficult adults. And all I saw when I skimmed it very quickly was the person was saying, well, one of the things is when you say no, you have to mean no. And if they don't get consistent, if the rules are not consistent, then they don't use their words, they answer everything with a tantrum. Goodness, who does that sound like to you? Whew. There. But it ends with the Knight of Cups. So again, Democrats. This is just empowering Democrats. Trump is flailing. He's flailing. He really is. Crazy Cat Lady Farley, blessings to all and Merry Christmas. Yes. So, is this going to go well? It's going to go exactly the way you think it is. They're already putting out. I mean, the White House has their own account. Dumpster Fire has his personal account. This is not. He should not. Okay, this is not your domain, but. Sun, Queen of Pentacles, Hierophant. Just try to get the better message and say it's from somebody else. There's nothing new here. Maggie says, I'm having chocolate mint coffee with peppermint schnapps. Oh, that's good. That's funny. This is actually peppermint chocolate coffee. I don't have much left, but I thought Christmas Eve. Okay. So next, all right, at 1930, not the best year, Teresa is saying, I just watched part of the 60 Minutes on CBS that was banned from airing. However, Canada was able to air and record. It was absolutely awful. Will 45 and Kristi Noem be held accountable? Let's hope. Let me put that there. Hit save. Flora. Merry Christmas to everybody from Australia. Oh, wow. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. It is Christmas there. Merry Christmas. It must be really, really early there, though. So, yeah, that whole 60 Minutes thing was harrowing, to put it mildly. Well, cards are coming right off the top of the deck, and that it feels like they should. So that usually means straightforward. It's possible. Here's the thing, though. It comes down to Democrats getting power. Trump's legacy, Tower, absolutely, he destroyed lives, which is what he does. Walking away from projects unfinished. There's the emperor of the knights, the Democrats, doing something about this. The problem is, and the card for the reading, the problem is it's down the road. But it feels like it's quite a ways down the road. But Flora says it's 2:35 a.m. here. Oh my goodness gracious, I hope you can get some rest. Thank you so much for being here, but I have a Cancer moon, so shouldn't you be sleeping? Be back by 10, take a sweater. So Gail is saying lunch for me is KFC chicken, fries, and gravy. That sounds good. They were using for a brief time they were making vegetarian chicken nuggets. They were pretty good, but they don't carry them anymore here. Anyway. All right. Okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna go in order of what's here. 2230. Mara was saying that Netanyahu government in Israel has just banned outside news. Really? Is Israel gearing up for a new war? Is Netanyahu afraid of the Epstein files? Oh, there we go. I haven't seen anything about him and Epstein. Has anybody else heard anything about that? Oh, ginger snaps. Sugar cookies. Oh, ugly, 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 ugly. Man. Netanyahu has troubles. Big death card. I'm getting something that I want to double check before I say anything. Hey, Cat Mom, I lost so much family in the Holocaust. Oh. I do not feel safe here when so few of you don't qualify your holiday wishes with "for those who celebrate." I'm near tears. Oh my goodness, no, 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 no. Oh, come on, I'm not Christian. I haven't been Christian since I was 16. And this isn't, I don't even show Jesus. It's Santa. It's Santa and kitties. You are more than welcome here. Absolutely. And if any, I mean, when dumpster fires complain, you're not allowed to say Merry Christmas. I worked for a large bookstore chain, and I've worked in multiple retail jobs, and I always said whatever people said to me, I said back to them. So please, I hope you understand. You are absolutely welcome. So I say Merry Christmas because it's what is associated with this. Happy Yuletide or whatever else works. So, Feisty Butterfly Tarot, Angie, thank you so much. Do follow Feisty Butterfly Tarot. She is such a sweetheart. Stay in. You'll find this is one of the safest and coziest places on the internet. Thank you for saying that. And Evelyn says you're definitely welcome here. Yes. Happy Yule. Valerie says it's a pagan holiday. Christians don't own it. Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, I can't show it here or I'll get dinged, but I totally recommend Greg Johnstone. He did, he's the one he plays different characters talking to each other. And he put out one last night of the three wise men arguing over the gifts that they got for Jesus, if that's what you believe. It was so funny. It is so funny. You got him what? Myrrh? Yes, it's a symbol of suffering for a baby. Yes, Greg Johnstone. And my favorite part, and trust me, it's good sized. I'm not giving away the whole thing. My favorite line in it was, smelly smoke. It's 6 hours AD. My options were limited. It's very good. It's very good. Anyway. Oh, all right. Valerie says, was it Garrison Keillor who said myrrh was short for hamburger hot dish? Yes, lucky girl. Please check out Angie from Feisty Butterfly Tarot and show her some love. Here's the link right there in the chat. Joyce says, I saw a meme with the three wise women bringing diapers and a casserole. Yes. Oh, that's good. Oh, and speaking of Yuletide, there's always one of my all-time favorite memes, which is it's the globe, and you have the heads on Easter Island, and then a body, and the toes are sticking out at Stonehenge. I love that. Yeah, I absolutely love that. Kelby says nearly all the Christian holidays are to take over the pagan celebrations. Yes, look, if I do believe Jesus was a real man. Now, anything else, whatever. But I can, based on everything he said or is said to have said, that man was a Pisces. It just was. Oh, Catherine, thank you so much. Happy early 6-year anniversary. We appreciate you. Oh, thank you. That is huge. That makes a huge difference. Thank you. Oh. Okay. Debbie's off to help with some cooking. Blessings to all. Blessings to you. Yes, Valerie, and most of the churches were built on previously pagan sites. Yeah. Yeah. But anyway. All right, where was I? Netanyahu. He's got problems. It's a mess. The energy's terrible. Oh, Stephanie, thank you so much for becoming a member. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know what else I could add to that. Chris Cole says, my mom was a Pisces. That makes sense. Yeah. I just, I love me a good Capricorn. I have a weakness for Capricorns. Especially artistic Capricorns. It's just like, it won't work. It won't work. But my moon's in Cancer, so someone's sun is over him. Anyway, it's like, it won't work. It won't work. But traditionally, Capricorns it's the workaholics of the zodiac, traditionally. And, there are memes of saying Jesus was not born on Christmas Day. And then it's Jesus sitting on the rock teaching, saying, get the best interest rate you can possibly get. No. Okay, thank you. Gifted 10 memberships to random people in the chat. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Nettie. Okay. Whew. Well, talking about the crazy. He says, I can't remember everything Jesus said on the Mount in his sermon. I think he said we need to put the 2 fishes in the fridge. That's cute. That's cute. Candace Owens. Oh, jeez. Candace Owens is becoming an increasing thorn in Trump's side. All together now. Oh. As it stands right now, according to RawStory and other outlets, MAGA seems to be fracturing around her because she and her supporters are clearly breaking from Trump. All together now. Oh. Otherwise, woman says, Capricorn, Scorpio rising, Aries moon. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. So, all right. Candace Owens. By the way, she just did an interview in possibly her kitchen, somebody's kitchen, with Russell Brand. Ew. And Russell Brand was just hit with more SA allegations and charges, isn't it? Yeah. That's a discussion. A cat mom. I thought Joshua was born in August. Well, in the Bible, it was when the lambs were born, so that would be in the spring, for what it's worth. Anyway. Oh. Well, she's getting a lot of pushback, but she's giving as good as she's getting. She probably doesn't see it that way, but she is. We're just over here having some popcorn, enjoying some cocoa, Christmas cookies. There's the Fool in the center. Guess who that is? Day late and $1 short, hanged man suspension. Oh yeah, she's doing some damage. she's doing some happy holidays, Becky. Oh, that was right here. AJ Webb says, does Candace have a lot of followers? Apparently quite a few. Yeah. Cat Mom says, someone did the astrology on the birthday thing. Yeah, there's a long-standing debate on when Jesus was born. So, Old Silver says 5.53 million followers. Maybe. Thank you for the number, Old Silver. I really appreciate it. A lot of these people, they use bots. So we don't know how many of those are real, but they give her a lot of airplay on the right media, the rights media. So, yeah, it's doing some damage. What a shame. Okay. Oh boy. Oh. Yeah, exactly, Raymond. Actually, I would think I want to say that's here somewhere. Here we go. Raymond's saying Trash Patel told Congress Epstein only trafficked to himself. DOJ's email says investigators were pursuing 10 co-conspirators. We're pursuing 10 co-conspirators with a grand jury subpoena. Yes. 35 minutes in, let's have a look at that. Because I thought that was in here, but I don't see it. 10 co-conspirators, huh? Oh, no. That couldn't possibly be. Uh-huh. Cookies is saying Candace, Megyn Kelly, and Nicki Minaj. Yeah. Candace Owens, Megyn Kelly, Nicki Minaj. That's not a book club I would want to be in. No thanks. No thanks. Lewis is asking traffic to himself. How does that work? Did he give himself a discount? Yeah. There. Yeah, his Trump's BFF for 15 years. I've heard it might even be more than that, more like 20. Who knows? So, 10 co-conspirators, huh? Do you remember that? Was it yesterday, the day before? I can't remember. I showed you the handwritten note from Epstein to Nasser, complaining life is not fair. Basically, Trump's getting away with everything, and here we are. The DOJ is emphatic that that is completely made up. That's not remotely real. It's completely fake. Sure, Jan. Okay. Anyway. 10 co-conspirators. There are it is actually surprising how many people have been willing to lie about this stuff. I know, maybe I'm naive, but it isn't even just that there were so many people involved and so many people who knew, but there have been so many people willing to cover it up. And I know it's ridiculous of me, but I don't understand that. What amount of money is worth that? Honestly, what? How much would somebody have to pay you to? There's no amount of money in the world. None. Yeah, Rob. 10 co-conspirators, 9 ladies lying, 8 maids a bilking, 7 sycophants singing, 6 grifts a making, 5 golden chips. Yeah. Yeah, gross. Dorinda says they did redact someone from New York in that co-conspirator list. Surprise! Yeah. Yep. The note sent to Nasser, it was sent back because Nasser wasn't at that particular prison wherever Epstein was sending it. So it was returned, and that's how it ended up in the Epstein stuff. So, yeah. Patty says if money is your god, it's probably pretty easy. I just anyway. Boy, these people, they really got away with a lot behind closed doors. And then playing 3-card Monty. And then we got Trump's victory. And there's yet another victim who, I don't blame the victims for whatever coping mechanisms they're using. But there's yet another victim who's like, I believe Trump that he was going to bring this out. I voted for him. And now I'm upset. I'm sorry that you're in that position. I'm not going to be mad at a victim for trusting a powerful male figure. You know, if they don't have issues, then if anything's going to give you issues, it's going to be Jeffrey Epstein. Bonnie, thank you so much. Merry Christmas and happy holidays. Thank you. That makes a huge difference for the channel. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Anyway, the institution's been protecting these guys for a long time. Old Silver says they've always covered each other. Patriarchy, brotherhood, at least that's been my experience. Yeah. All right, double check. Oh, new pictures of Andrew came out though. Apparently the crown is displeased, as they should be. But when I got even the night before, there was a family get-together kind of thing the night before my wedding, and everyone assumed I was going to change my nationality. I was like, no. And so people were like, oh, so he's changing his. I was like, no. So, oh, these poor victims. Oh, gross. Page of Swords, Hierophant. Yeah, still. Go dig. Go. All right, Democrats, go dig. If people in committees and Congress or whoever else can get access, go digging. Hold these men accountable. We know some of them are no longer with us, but some of them are. Jeffrey Epstein's best friend, and that's what they called each other, best friends. One of Epstein's best friend is the current president. So, yeah. Jeff is saying, yeah, I saw that rather damaging picture of Andrew. Oh dear, let him rot. Well, yeah. All right, at 43:20. Cosmic Goat Lady is wondering about grocery expenses. Is MAGA and ICE the sole reason groceries are so expensive? Will this topic become a talking point for the Democrats this fall during the election, next fall? They're a big part of it. There's also climate change. But they've definitely made it worse. And says, I heard Andrew's still squatting at the Royal Lodge and won't leave. There are royal guards who will keep their mouths shut. Twist his arm behind his back and walk him out. Yeah. Anyway. Groceries. Is it just ICE and their awfulness and tariffs, or is there other stuff? It's where resources are being put. Having to also rearrange resources because of things like climate change and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, it's judgment of the emperor. Those are the cards for the reading. So Stiayu says, I've lost the volume. Merry Christmas to all. Have a good one. Take care. Did something go wrong? Everybody, let me know. Did I just start? Was I not talking as loudly as I was? I'm sorry about that. It's also uncertainty. It's not just tariffs, it's also uncertainty. Venezuela, Greenland, blah, blah, blah. Thank you. Thank you. 9 of Wands, 3 of Swords, Magician, 6 of Wands. Nobody can get Trump out of his bubble because he still thinks this is great. Look what I've done. The tariffs have saved everything. He believes his own garbage. And the let's just say as the days go by and he gets less attached to reality, the more that he's just in his bubble and whatever he says is what's real. Trump and his father were huge fans of Norman Vincent Peale, The Power of Positive Thinking. Matter of fact, I believe it was Peale who officiated at Trump's marriage to Marla. This just power, just positive thinking. It's the worst. Saying something like that to Trump is the worst kind of manifesting. Because even if it doesn't happen, he just makes things so difficult for other people that they just give in. So, does that makes sense? Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Cookie says my brother got into that guy. There we go. So he says, love the pen and ink sidebars. Oh, I'm glad. I love this expression. The kitties. Little tiny kitten. Anyway. Okay. Chris Cool asked this question the other day, and there was so much going on with the Epstein stuff. I carried it over because your questions are very important to me. At 4750, here's the thought. Something to think about. Chris Cool was saying, based on the absolute truth, every person has a mother and owes their existence to one woman, their mother. That aside, subject, cross-dressers to transgender persons. Why is it socially unacceptable for any woman to prefer pants and likewise any guy to prefer wearing dresses or robes? They don't. There are men in a bunch of different parts of the world who wear what here in the States someone might think is a skirt. There are certainly women who prefer pants, and in the West it's a lot more acceptable. Part of it is patriarchy. Part of it is practicality. But it's also, here's the thing. We'll have a little chat here, little randomness out of the back of my head. The reason that, for example, in Japan, you have kimono, and in Asia, you had those kind of structured, or rather less structured, but take the kimono as the pure example. Why in Japan did they have the kimono, whereas in Europe, clothes tended to be more shaped close to the body? Finzenberger, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's a huge difference. Thank you. It's because they became agrarian societies before Western Europe did. It's because they were forming cloth. They were dressing themselves in cloth while we were still dressing ourselves in furs, in leather, in animal hide. And when you get animal hide, you only get so much. So you keep it close to the body. It also allows you to layer, but still. Chacha Brown, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Whereas in Japan, they would, the fabric they were making was actually, it wasn't that wide, but it would just go on and on and on and on. And then once it was, you'd gone to all the trouble of making this fabric, you don't want to throw it away. So if you look at the pattern for a kimono, it's a big rectangle. And you literally just cut this piece off, which you can put around the neck and the length to reinforce the collar or what have you, but you're using every last inch of that. Whereas if you look at patterns like our dress patterns and things like that, you're cutting all kinds of shapes and you're leaving stuff out. So the way we dress has a lot to do with how where we were when we started having to, or really wanting to, wear clothing. And climate has had a lot to do with it, and religion has had a lot to do with it. So my guess is that I don't know, maybe men in the West wanted to equate it to manliness, to going out and hunting, like people in Asia didn't hunt. But climate, religions, yes, bear. Cindy says same with the Indian sari. There we go. Yeah. So I think it is some of it's just practicality. So you just have a quick look to see if there's anything here. Lizette says tribes here in Canada wore cedar and birch bark clothing. There we go. Sharon Rice is only as wide as the loom. Exactly. Cat Mom says Europe started with various squares. Also used triangles. It took centuries before we cut away cloth. Yeah. Look, if you're making all of your clothes yourself and you're, having to form some kind of thread, yarnish, thin something that you could make cloth out of, not just knitted wear, you're going to use every last bit of it. So, all right. Oh, everybody's being so sweet to each other. Well, it's interesting because in the Rider-Waite deck, it's sort of based on middle-age-ish kind of clothing. And, back in the day, men were wearing these tunics and long stockings, and it had to do with, it had a lot to do with hunting, running. Whereas even these guys, you couldn't wear that all the time, so everybody had these big heavy cloaks too. So it just depended. Anyway, I mean, there are a myriad of related things about this. Some of it might have had to do with certain aspects of reproduction, or not. It just depends. So, but anyway, Canada Proud says, I live in sweatpants and t-shirts with the house coat on it. There you go. Good for you. Bear says scissors were invented in ancient Egypt and Mesopotamia around 1500 to 3000 BCE as spring scissors, 2 blades joined by a flexible strip, with the modern pivoted design appearing with the Romans. Thank you. Oh, Nettie, I hope you have a good meal. Deb says, whatever cloth pieces left make beautiful quilts. That's true. Yes, Sean, please do hit the like and do subscribe. We're a good group around here. So Lizette says Romans also invented the modern safety pins. Here we go. All right. That is going to do it for me for today. But thank you so much. It is Christmas Eve here in Chicago. It is Christmas Day in Australia. And no matter what you call it, I just hope that it is a wonderful holiday for you. I just hope that good things happen to you. And I'm so grateful for your kindness and your companionship and just all the kindness you've shown to each other as well as me. So thank you. Yes, have a happy day, Angie. Have a happy day. All right, so I will be here tomorrow. I'm here literally every weekday, weekend, holiday, your birthday, my birthday, I'm here. And I'll be back here tomorrow. This afternoon, there is Creative Sprints, which I'll be leading. Tomorrow, there will not be Creative Sprints, but then on Friday, that'll be up and again. Sarah said she's going to be here on Friday for my 6th anniversary of being on every day. So thank you. Please remember, you're not alone. We're in this together. There are good days ahead. So take care. Be festive and kind, Karen. Exactly. All right, take care. And I'll see you later. Okay. Bye.